Well,
Welcome back to Survival 101.
we're here, guys, in the garden. Just make a garden update here and talk about the cucumber plant that it did. I was talking about the other day by planting them down here on the side. So let's start off on the tip of the garden. Right here, this is our watermelon. The reason that I planted this watermelon right here is so I can grow the rest here, so that's spread out. Right here we got our squash, yellow squash, I think, whatever. Now if you notice that these leaves are starting to die off, these are the baby leaves, they'll eventually die off, and then these will be replaced by the new leaves. That's a watermelon down there. Right next to it is a squash. This row we got carrots. This row we got carrots right here. No action yet. They usually take a couple days to germinate, like 15 to 16 days. Our green beans right here on the other hand are starting to germinate. Right here, if you come closely right here, you'll see a right down there. See that? Right there, that's a green bean right there. That's a good sign. So give it about 2 more days, they should be out. Right here is our oregano. I'm not surprised. I know oregano always does good every year. Good. This is our pepper plant right here. If you notice again, in the middle, in the center, right there, is a little pepper. That's the pepper right there. This is the bell pepper. So the bell pepper's doing good. They're coming along nicely. Right here is another bell pepper. If you notice, these bell peppers are in cages. I have so many cages, I really didn't care if I put any. I still got more, so that's another bell pepper right here. Have another bell pepper right here, right next to it. And then right here is another oregano transplant that we did from the original. It's a little bit smaller, but it's still good to harvest. Now, the fence is doing really good. No rabbits have been in. No rabbits have been in, and you can tell that the dill right here has been stopped. The rabbit stopped eating it, hasn't come in. Size shoots are coming out. When the size shoots, like this size shoot or this size shoot, this is what you harvest. So you get in there, cut this. This is what you're going after, folks. You just eat it right there, fresh. Cilantro, if you looked in the other videos, it was really not doing so good due to the rabbit. It has exploded up. It has exploded. The rabbit couldn't get in, so it has exploded. And right here's our beefsteak tomato. This is a different variety. You can see right in here, we got ourselves a nice tomato. About a golf ball size, right? Right here, we got our leaves. Look at all these leaves coming up.
All these blossoms. All of you tomatoes soon. Oh, it doesn't matter. Just one.
Rosemary.
Rosemary's doing good. This tomato's really gotten big. Gives you an idea how tall it is.
Got a shovel right there.
There's a 1-foot shovel.
And right
about
here,
1.5 to 2 feet tall.
We got huge blossoms right about turning tomatoes, other blossoms appearing. And we're like about in the middle of May.
Yes. Today is May 13th, I believe.
14th.
May 14th. And over there we have a big boy tomato.
We got 2 of them in there.
2 of them doing good. And our cucumbers, if you follow me, are great. Might plant a few more. And here's another big boy.
If you notice, we got these new cages up.
These cages are very good.
I do recommend them.
Now, do you like these cages as good as the normal tomato cages?
Well, the other tomato cages usually break easier. The welds, like for example, right, these welds break apart. And I mean, I kind of like these better because they're easy to take apart. They don't take up that much room. Basically what you do is you just do that, and then one right here, and they just fold up. So yes, I do. They're a little bit more expensive, but I do recommend them if you have the money or the budget. Right here we got another bell pepper. I believe that those are a little behind, but they'll catch up. And that's our hot spicy pepper right here. Just threw one in the garden right there. What the heck? Now right here we got a problem. Not a problem, but cucumbers. The leaves. These are the baby leaves. So when it first germinated, these are the two leaves. Starting to become yellow. That's a good sign. But when they start to turn yellow, these will start exploding. See, there's a new leaf coming up, and then when it has about 4 leaves, new leaves, go ahead and pinch these off, like the basil plant.
Now another reason they might be turning yellow is because too much water. So if you see that, start giving them a little less water.
Is that right?
Yep. And if you see right in this space right here, we had a watermelon right there.
Right here.
But didn't make it, so we're gonna plant a cucumber in there today.
We'll make a video about that.
We'll show you how we do it.
And if you hold on to us, we'll plant this watermelon right here.
Cucumber right here.
Cucumber, my bad. So now we got our cucumbers right here. These are from seeds. They were in the pot. They're doing really nice. They're really healthy. Their roots are doing nice. See, the roots are doing really nice. Now before you plant these, you want to make a nice hole. Dig around about a foot and just till up the garden. Chop it up a little bit so everything can be nice and soft for the new roots to expand. So you got your little hole in here. Alright, and now you got your cucumbers. We are going to plant both of them in the same spot. We'll trim them if it's necessary. So when you break up your little roots here, just smush them together, break it apart, like that. And now, with your hands or your shovel, whatever, just go ahead and lay it in there. And then what I like to do is just put my 2 fingers on it like that, support them until you put that good, nice, rich soil right underneath it. Now, I did get a comment and said what kind of soil I use, so here's my answer. Number 1, compost. 2, normal gardening soil. Number 3, the old soil from last year's season. I just till it up with the new. And if you want to get fancy, you can add rock dust to for your roots.
Rock dust.
Rock dust, whatever it's called. So you can get your minerals back in your plant.
Most important part is that when there's clay, just break it up. This isn't any good for gardening. This is just normal clay covered in compost. So just have good soil, make sure it's tilled so the roots can expand and get air.
Yep. And if you would like, you could add some fertilizer. The fertilizer I would recommend is Triple 13. Triple 13 will be real good for these, or Triple 12, whatever you want to.
Miracle-Gro, but not too much.
Nah, Miracle. If you want to get fancy now, folks, if other families have money to spend, others don't, you can get mulch. Or first you do put some topsoil, and then put some mulch on top of the weeds. But you know what? You know, just take the time and pick the weeds out. At the end of the day, it's worth it. So this is the garden update here, and on the next video we'll be planting cucumbers, where I talked about in the previous video. This is Survival 101, and we'll see you next time.